Hi, greetings. This is Bill Hanson. I'm here to welcome you to the Bill and Gypsy Williams Show.
Well, we help you turn your wedding dreams of sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows
Into memorable experiences that will create rave reviews from all of your family and friends. We'll make it easy for you, we'll make you look good, and we're proud to be here with you. Obviously, I'm not at the villa today. I'm not with Gypsy, although let's face it, I'd love to be with Gypsy and sitting next to her, but I'm actually over in my chef's office over here at our commissary in Alabama. So I won't be there, but I know that Gypsy and our great guest, Soko, are going to do one amazing job for you. So with that, I'm going to sign off and I'll be back at the end. Take care and God bless.
When it comes to wedding planning and planning your own wedding, you need assistance on that. Someone who's going to guide you through every step and create beautiful, magical decor and run everything stress-free and beautifully. And on today's show, we have that one person. Soko Alicia with Soko Alicia Events is here today to tell us all about the latest trends in planning and styles and decor. Welcome to the show, Soko.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It is such a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you. I love being here.
I know, we love having you here. Soko has actually worked here many a times here. We're at Villa Woodbine again this week. And she is an event planner, has been an event planner for I guess 12 years or
12
so.
years.
So what got you into becoming an event planner? What's your experience prior to being an event planner, and what inspired you to become one?
So wedding planning and event planning is in my blood. My grandmother was an event planner. She planned every single event for my grandfather's law firm. So since I was a little girl, I saw her planning. She taught me many things, and every single dinner, breakfast, whatever we did at home, it was beautifully planned. So I think that growing up with that, it was just part of who I am. I opened my business 12 years ago in Puerto Rico, actually in Puerto Rico, yes. I was born here, but then my parents took me back to Puerto Rico and I got to start my business there. I did mostly destination weddings. You know, Puerto Rico is a beautiful island where many couples go. So I had that opportunity to start there. But then 8 years ago, I decided to come back to my beautiful Miami, and I've been doing wedding planning ever since.
Oh my goodness. So part of wedding planning, I know, is people realize that you're the one who makes sure that all the vendors that are chosen help guide the bride and groom, choosing the right fit for them.
Yes.
And then also part of wedding planning is decor.
Yes, and it's my favorite part.
It's one of my favorite parts too, is coming to a table, seeing those beautiful pictures. So when it comes to decor, what are the latest styles we're looking for right now for 2021? Have you heard what the buzz is?
So it's really funny because I'm always checking, a couple months before the next year, I'm always checking the Pantone, the new Pantone color of the year. And what they say, the predictions say, it's gonna be marigold and serene blue. I am completely biased because I love blue.
Me too.
Blue is my favorite color. I think it's like the fairy tale color. Many brides love it. As you can see, I will show you a couple of things that are very interesting. One of the things that I love, everything that you will see here, Bill Hanson Catering will be able to have it for your wedding. And one of my favorite things when we do the food tasting with you is once the food tasting is done, we come up here to this room. Well, I call it Disney.
Oh,
it's my Disney. And then we just play. We play with the linens, the swatches, the textures. Every single wedding, for me, I try to bring in the couple's personality, the couple's favorite colors. I think it's important to bring all those elements, but I always try to put a little bit of my little touch.
A little bit of Soko?
A little bit of Soko. These are, I chose these because it reminds me of the new colors. As I said, I love texture, so here we have the two colors. And the serene blue is a little lighter, but we can use different types. You know, we can have darker blues, we can have lighter blues, but when we combine the two colors, I think that's gonna look beautiful for the next year.
And what are the fabrics? Like, what you were talking about texture. What are these?
I love this texture. It's, you know, it's something different. It's unique. Typically, for the last couple of years, we've been using satin and silk du peony, but you know, things are changing. Things are changing, and I feel that it's fun when we bring new textures. This one is also new. I love this. As soon as I saw it, I got excited. We haven't used it yet, so couples, you know, let's see which couple is the first that wants to use it. And here, I just went with a little lighter tone. Some brides don't like a dark pop of color, so something more light. I like when we combine the flatware. I think every detail is important. So here we still have a little bit of the blue with the satin and the linen. Here, this is a swatch, but it's a very light, muted yellow, which I feel, you know, if you don't want to go all out with the marigold, but you still want to be trendy, you can go with something
more a lighter tone of it. I see,
Exactly.
and I love the way the silver goes with the blue,
Right?
And then the gold, and I love. Oh my God, that is like a very pale
It's
blue?
it's like they call it gray.
But-
I personally call it dusty blue because
Dusty blue,
for
right.
me, everything is dusty blue in the world. I love it. So, you know, that is a beautiful combination. Some other couples want to go a little bit more timeless, you know, muted colors. We can still go with the silver chargers, a little,
trim.
exactly.
And the silver
And
right
the
here.
silver on
Glassware.
on the glassware and the flatware.
And that's beautiful. And it's a clear charger, and I see, again, the silver lining. And this is, again, kind of like
It's
oatmeal.
yes,
like an
and
oatmeal
the
color.
texture is linen.
Linen, yeah, which is
That is one of my favorite textures. It's one of my favorite linens and napkins. They have it in different colors. So every couple, if they still want to go very organic, which goes beautiful in the outdoors of Villa Woodbine, there are many options. There are many options and textures.
Now, to create this beautiful setting, there's got to be a budget. So realistically, I know when a bride comes in, she has to pay so much for a venue and then so much with catering that will deal. The catering will be, of course, the dinner, the bar, the cake, and so forth. But then when it comes to the table, most of them have like a basic package and all like basic china and all. So, but then when you want to up it up, the decor, you have to add all of these. Realistically, what's kind of a budget for a bride?
I always say every couple, every wedding is completely different. So when I share that with my couples, I always tell them to go with a percentage. Typically, my couples spend a 20% of the full budget in the decor. And the decor is not only the tabletops, not only the chargers, the linens, the flatware, and the glassware, but all those elements that we will add to this tabletop to make the wedding unique, which includes the table numbers, the place cards, the menu cards. Obviously, when you start adding up, I always suggest a 20%. Can be a little lower, it can be a little more depending on your full budget, obviously. But I think that every wedding should have those elements that will make it beautiful, that you will, you know, once, I love the first look of the table
Oh, the table, right, and the reveal when the
The
bride and groom-
reveal,
when
the
the bride and groom
reveal.
comes in. I know, I love that.
I love the reveal. You know, a couple of minutes before we transition all of the guests into the reception, we give a sneak peek to the couple, just the two of them. Photographer, we put a little background music so they come inside, and when they see their reception for the first time, it's actually one of my favorite moments.
Oh my gosh, now, talking about budgets, like sometimes like we were talking about, there's a certain percentage and all, and what if you just added, like if they had your basic glassware, but then you added something, or Can someone do that, or just have like certain napkin? Or,
Absolutely,
Or just the
absolutely.
flatware or whatever. So it doesn't have to be the whole combo set. You can just do little items for pop. Is that-
Absolutely. Typically, when we sit down, you know, I always try to gather a lot of information before. I want to know what the couple likes, their colors, even the bridesmaids' dresses, everything, so I can bring that that cohesiveness into the wedding. But like you're saying, you know, there are some couples that are not able to put a full 20% on tabletops, so we help them have one or two details and then maybe upgrade just a few things. When the couple is not able to get everything, I always suggest to have at least one item, something that will bring that pop of color, that will make it different and unique. And sometimes it's just a napkin and a nice menu card. They can have the basic glassware, but as long as you bring something unique, it will make a big difference.
So, if you had like one main advice to give your couples nowadays, in regards to the decor and the planning of a wedding, what would that be?
Definitely, this 2020 has been unique. This COVID, this pandemic has changed us all. From big 100, 200 plus weddings, now we are doing what people call micro weddings, and I call intimate weddings. I think
I like
just,
that word,
right?
intimate.
It's
yeah,
intimate. It's
Yeah.
like your most important friends and family, because now you have to choose. You have to literally reduce that guest list. What advice I'm giving them for 2021? I've been talking to my couples, and all of them have something in common. They want their wedding, every couple wants their wedding to be special. But these couples that are going into 2021, they want to do something extra special. They want their guests to have an amazing experience. Now it's not only the decor, but in the planning, I always help them to bring that touch of entertainment where the guests feel part of even the planning. Like when those guests are in the wedding, they are thinking they thought of us. Right. You know, I think that again, going through all these craziness of 2020, couples are more grateful. Couples feel that when they get this chance to finally have their wedding, they want to be grateful for those guests that are making it, for those guests that, you know, many are flying, many are driving. It's hard for many to come, but they still try to make it. So all these couples are trying to be more grateful. And by that, they do fun stuff, you know, different gifts, different activities, even extra food, late night bites, something fun, something fun. I've also noticed that, again, you know, this pandemic changing everyone and choosing those family members that you really want to have. Many brides are going back to traditions. They are talking to their moms and to their grandmothers to even use their wedding dresses or to get little swatches of that wedding dress and cover the bouquet. Going back to traditions, you know, many times couples get excited with the wedding and they don't remember the actual meaning, you know, and they just go back to those family members that helped them put the wedding together and makes it more special.
And I guess basically it's just with what's happening in the world with the pandemic, it's bringing us back to the ground level, to the roots, and just like you said, bringing in those more the family members and friends, and be appreciative of what you do have at this point. And then I always say, have something smaller now, and then we can party later, a few years from now, and just do in a couple of years. Yeah. Then we
love our renewals.
Yes, we do. Yes, and you need a planner for that. Let's just say, Miss Soko, thank you so much for being part of the Bill and Gypsy Show. We really appreciate having you here.
Thank you so
A wealth
much.
of information, and I want to tell you all, please come back and tune in again next week for the Bill and Gypsy Show. Our website and all the information on sending us some questions. Please send us some questions. When you do tune in, please hit the like button. We really want like buttons put in there. And then all the information on Miss Soko will be on our website. Thank you all for joining us, and have a great rest of the week.
Thank you to all you loyal viewers out there who have tuned in. I hope that it was beneficial to you. I hope that you were able to come away with a few ideas about your wedding and your wedding plans. And with that, be sure to tune in next week to our Bill and Gypsy Show, where we'll have another great guest. Thank you, Gypsy and Soko. We love you. You're the best. Take care, and God bless everybody.